The market consolidates as it finds its top and starts to pull back. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so the market consolidated around the top today before slowly grinding lower into the close and then selling off a little bit after hours to indicate that we may have just started the pullback we've been looking for. Now, the big question will be, can they hold the wave for support and look for 5 up, or will this be a deeper B wave? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the Nasdaq. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with a little bit of selling here in the after hours, they have broke below 4,100, and it does look like they want to start the pullback we've been talking about. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. And as you can see, we got the consolidation around the top. They sold off a little bit directly here. They've now broken under 4,100, so it does look like they want to start the pullback. And we're still following our same main two paths with a couple other options as well. But the main path and the primary path that we've been following and that's been playing out pretty well is that our low off of the highs, our big low back here at 3640 was an A wave. And we got an A, B, C up for a smaller A wave of B. Then we would look for a B wave pullback and then the C wave up towards 4,200 to 4,300 area to complete a bounce. And then we would see a C wave down after that, which could take out this low and move as low as 3,300. So that has been the primary path, and it does look like we finally topped in this A wave, and we are starting this pullback down. So the key will be, is this going to be this B wave, or will it be this orange wave 4 right here? So the alternate path is that this is wave 4, and you have a 1, 2, 3 in orange here. You'd get a wave 4 pullback, and then wave 5 up from there, okay, which is just off the screen right there, which would complete 5 up off the lows and potentially signal that the low is in. Now, if that happens, we'll have to wait for the pullback to see if it can hold support and start back up, but that would be a strong indication that the bulls are back in control and do want to take this higher. So off of this high, here's what we're looking at. If it's going to be the wave 4, okay, and I have the wave 4 fibs in here right now. I'm going to move this in just a second, but the fibs you see here are the wave 4 fibs. So you'd go from the bottom of wave 2 up to the top of wave 3 as I have drawn here. And the wave 4s typically target the 382 pullback, which would be 39.85. They can go as deep as the 50% retrace, which would be the 39.35 level. So we would look for wave 4 to have an A, B, C structure down towards 39.85 to 39.35. Now, typical A wave of 4 hits the 236, which is about 40.50. Then it bounces up about halfway back up or so, or the 618 retrace, and then moves down to the 382 or 50% fib after that. So you would look for an A, B, C down into that 39.85 to 39.35 region. And if you get that in a slower move down, we would look at a wave 4 being probable. And then what we would look for is a 5-wave move up off of this support and then a takeout of this high. So that's what we would look for the orange count to play out. Now, if we're going to do the B wave, which is our primary count, we have to move our fib down to the bottom of the move because we're retracing the whole move and not just one wave of the move. Okay, so for this one, you have your fib down here at the bottom, up to the top. And then we're looking for a retrace down here to the 618 to 764 area. Could be as shallow as the 50% retrace, but generally you'd like to see the 618. And for that, you can see the black ABC on here. Usually the A wave targets between the 382 and the 50% retrace of the move up, which is 39.53 to 38.94. Then you get a B wave bounce, which should take us back over or right to 4,000. And then back down toward 38.34 to 37.60 for this B wave support. So those are the two main paths we're looking at. If we get down into this support range and it holds, we'll be looking for a 5-wave C wave up to 4,200 plus. And then from there, we would look for a sharp sell-off down to take out this low. Okay? So our two options, again, are an ABC down to the 382 at 39. Well, actually, the 382, we're going to move this back up. The 382 at 39.86 down to 39.36, or we're looking for a bigger ABC down toward that B wave support at 38.32 to 37.57 in that region for support for this B wave and then a move up and C from there. So the pullback should tell us a story, should tell us what kind of wave we're in. And quite frankly, the sharper this pullback is, if it's a very sharp pullback, more straight down than and doesn't have a ton of structure, then it would look a lot more like this bigger ABC coming off a diagonal up. Okay. Now, if they cannot hold this support down here, okay, the B wave support, then we would call this down here a wave 3. This would be wave 4 up here where the A is, and wave 5, all right, would target about the 3,300 area down, but I think that is very unlikely at this time. I don't think we'll have a direct move lower from here, but it is possible, so we do have to have it on our radar. Okay, so over on the Nasdaq, as you would expect, we have a very similar setup to that we do on the ES, where this is the A wave down, and then you've got your A, B, C up to complete this smaller A wave, and then we would be starting this B wave down, where we would have an A wave target of between 12,328 and 12,089, a B wave bounce up from there that would retrace about 50 to 60% of that move, and then a move down into our support range at 11,849 to 11,553 for the B wave. And then from there, we would look for a sharp move up towards the 13,500 to 14,000 region to complete this bigger ABC up for the B wave off of this A wave. Okay. Now, if it's going to be this wave 4, okay, we got to move our fib up to the proper level, to the bottom of wave 2. And if that's the case, we would look for an A wave down to around the 12,690 region and maybe a little lower, a bounce up in B, and then a C wave down that targets the 12,433 to 12,225 region for that wave 4. And if you get that ABC down, okay, and then we should look for a move higher up towards about the 13,300 area to complete 5 up off the low, and then we would have to watch the pullback at that point as well. And again, if they cannot hold support down here in this B wave, then it does look like we could take out this low and head toward that 10,005 to 10,600 area on the Nasdaq. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're over there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to try it out and make sure you love it before you ever spend a penny. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of our buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, plus day trading, individual stocks, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely kills the market. He structures these trades to get you in very cheap, and then you can get huge multiples on your money, like 800% winners, 1,400% winners. We see them all the time in there, and it's how he structures the trade. It's a very unique trading style. It's something you kind of have to see, so that's why we give you that 7-day free trial to make sure it is something you want and it is for you before you ever spend your money. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into a small account, and he trades mini ES futures using disciplined trading methods, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week in there, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in our rooms so we can all make some money together. Okay, key takeaways for today. We're looking for them to continue this pullback that we're seeing the start of here and either get this ABC down in 4, okay, or the bigger ABC down in B. All right, so where they pull back to and where the support is, that should tell us the story of which count we're in and what we should be following at that time. All right, over on the Nasdaq, very similar setup, looking for that ABC down in 4 or that bigger ABC down for the B wave support. And of course, if they can't hold support, remember, we always can break lower under this low over here. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.